I'm Daniel of Pinoy Techno Guide, and this is the Cloudfone Next Infinity Quattro. It's one of the most feature-packed, if not the best, smartphone from a Philippine brand that came out in 2017. It features a 6-inch display with a trendy 18:9 aspect ratio and a quad camera setup. That's 2 cameras at the back and 2 cameras on the front. Let's go unbox this and see what's inside. We have the Cloudfone Next Infinity Quattro unit here. It's a bit heavy but feels very solid. I'm sure the metal backplate contributes a lot to this. Now you can clearly see the dual front cameras as well as the dual rear cameras. I also noticed that the power button is tactile and has these grooves that differentiates it from the volume buttons. It's a small detail but a very nice touch nonetheless. Let's turn this on and set it aside first while we check the other contents of the box. We have here the warranty card and quick start guide. Make sure that you read them. This is the SIM ejector pin, and here are some freebies. A soft case and screen protector. I like the case, but I don't think I'll use the screen protector since the Cloudfone Next Infinity Quattro already has a scratch resistant display. Here's the USB to micro USB cord and the free earphones. This looks good. It's unlike those cheap looking earphones that other brands give just for the sake of it. I'll have to check if the sound quality matches the good looks though. Last item in the box is the charger. It's a 5V 2A charger, so charging time should be slightly faster than average. So what's inside the box? We have the smartphone itself, its charger, USB cord, SIM ejector pin, earphones, free screen protector, free phone case, and a couple of papers. Let's now set this phone up. It's asking for a SIM card and there are 2 SIM card slots. One is micro and the other is for a nano SIM. However, the second SIM slot is shared with the micro SD card, so you'll have to choose which is more important. And then we come to the fingerprint setup screen. The fingerprint sensor is found at the back. And based on this, it's fast and responsive. This is how the Cloudfone Next Infinity Quattro looks like when turned on. I love that wallpaper and the user interface has been customized. Is this the Cloudfone OS? Just kidding. There's no official name, but it's smooth and it runs on top of Android Nougat. The shortcuts can be accessed by swiping up from the bottom, and it's called Control Center. This is a better implementation than what I've seen in other brands, although it's clearly borrowed from iOS. Thankfully, the aesthetics or the looks is still Android. This is well suited for tall displays since it's easier to swipe from the bottom instead of from the top to access the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, and other toggles. It has 4GB of RAM, and we have here 1.2GB of that is already used by the system, so the user has around 2.8GB, and that's still plenty of RAM. For storage, there is more than 50GB of free storage space, so you may not need that microSD card after all. There are a few pre-installed apps such as Spotify, Lazada, Opera Mini, and Cloudphone's apps. There's a Cloudfone app shop and Cloudfone Care app. Now let's have a sneak peek at the quality of its cameras. I'll post the full review of this phone after a week, but here's a quick selfie. Here's another sample picture. This time it's taken with the rear cameras. These 2 pictures look good, but I'll have to test this phone further and check its performance, battery life, and my overall experience in using this. So be sure to subscribe and you'll be notified once the full review is up.